I love working for Zoom because every single day, just about, I find new things within the platform that the system can do that absolutely wow me. One of the things I noticed today is the ability to be able to create 2 by 2 grids in order to be able to visualize the data that you're trying to see inside of a meeting or before or after the meeting as you prepare. So let me show you what that looks like. So inside of Zoom, you have a whiteboards tab. That whiteboard tab can be used and shared with many different individuals before, during, and after your meeting. But one of the things that you could do is click on AI Companion, and you can create all these different types of whiteboards. This quadrant chart was not there recently. So as a test, I came in and tried to create a quadrant chart for a different type of data that companies have access to that they can use with AI. And I want to compare it on 2 separate line grids in order to be able to see sort of where I should focus my AI initiatives in my business. And take a look at this. It gives me a real quick high-level overview of comparing data sources or data types, financial data versus customer data versus operational data. And it compares that on data availability, so how I can use that inside of an AI platform. And this might give you an area where you can say, all right, well, there's huge value here. Maybe this data here off to the right might be a little bit more difficult to be able to surface and utilize. Maybe I can use external data as a starting point with my AI. Now, it just so happens that Zoom plays in this space of customer data, internal operational data. So everything you see off to the right here, which is typically harder data to be able to surface and use with AI, Zoom with AI Companion and Custom AI Companion make that incredibly easy. So let's take a look at another example. Now we're going to look at a marketing example here. If you click on the AI Companion and select the quadrant, we're going to now create a quadrant for measuring marketing channels and then how companies use that for customer acquisition. So again, we're going to compare it on those two in a 2 by 2 grid so that way we can help use this data and make some decisions off that. Here we've got high cost effectiveness versus low reach versus high reach. So here we want to be able to manage sort of low cost, right? In this case, high cost effectiveness, so low cost, and high reach, right? And so we can see these are areas of focus maybe for our business that we want to double down and put added cost or added investment in these areas. So maybe we don't necessarily agree with these, right? This is using AI to be able to create it, no problem. We can select those and move those around a little bit, maybe increase the size of them, drag and drop them to different locations if we feel like it maybe moves a little bit further up right. So AI is a great way to be able to take data that you have access to or it's in your head that you're trying to get out and maybe struggle a little bit to verbalize that. We can now create visuals, not just the 2 by 2 grid, but as you saw here, I can create flowcharts, sequence diagrams, mind maps, class diagrams, equity relationship diagrams, architecture diagrams, many, many different ways to be able to take text-based prompts and create really powerful, dynamic visuals that you can use to help convey your topic.